So this sketch, we are using two colors, light blue and dark blue. With the dark blue, we are gonna draw some interesting lines connecting each other and leaving that joint. It almost reminds me of these neurons in our head. And also it feels like the interconnected reality. And then on the left, we have blue lines, just straight lines, but little abrupt. This painting reminds me, sorry, it's not an painting, but an art, but yeah, it reminds me of the dreams. And this particular dream I had was where I had another dream. Okay, I'm so bad at explaining certain things, and let me start over. So, I'm already in the dream, okay? And I'm visiting this place where it's almost like a ruin, but uh, it looks modern, not too old. It's just an old building, and I'm just walking through there, okay? And I'm trying to find, like, there's someone next to me, and I'm telling them, like, I have been to this place. It gives me deja vu, and I clearly remember being in that spot, and I'm mentioning the building from afar, and you can see the windows, and I'm like, that one. And it's also abandoned, and I clearly remember I was literally saying that I clearly remember going in there, seeing the board and getting inside and walking upstairs of that, and then going to that particular room where there was a broken glass. And from that point, I can see to a like a hill. No, it's just like just like a big stone, but it's filled with grass and a little bit deserted. It's like a little bit up. It's not like a big hill, but you can definitely make out like it's like a high point, and you can definitely say that exists. And I'm saying that that is the rock I see. That is the place I'm seeing in my dreams. So this is me saying that in my dreams that I have visited this place, and I know that place inside the building, like the layout, and that I had been there also. And standing in that exact spot. And then in my dream, I go to my second location. It's like a little bit abrupt. I don't know what happens after that. But then again, I'm in this situation where I am climbing rocks. Okay, but it seems to be a tourist place. And I'm just trying to walk with others. And then I see like a small rock, which is supposed to be there, kind of got away, like it was thrown off. I see that, and I know that whole building is gonna crush. But before I make a move, before I analyze the situation that I had to do something or let people know, it comes down crashing, and I get out barely, and I just get a scratch. But the person who was next to me, I supposedly knew that person, gets up getting hurt badly, and I get that feeling again. This has happened before. I have died, or I have been in this situation where this place, this one feels very earthy. The first location felt very much dry and very much in the heat, but this was like a more like trees and hill and very much greenery. And the dread I felt at the moment was so heavy, especially because the feeling, I knew it happened. I knew it was going to happen, but I wasn't able to stop it. I wasn't able to make that decision. And just I barely survived this time. It was crazy, okay? And I remember dreaming at least the first half of it, uh, the thing where I was in that deserted location. I remember having the same dream years before, and even there, I was saying the same thing. I know this place, and I was trying to take someone with me and visit this place because it's abandoned, and I know I was in there. I know I have been here, so I want you to accompany me to this place. Let's go see what's in here. This happened years before I had this dream, and I remembering having similar kind of dream years back where I first started with the stone, uh, with that small hill where I was standing, where I was seeing that place. Okay, that's just a glimpse of it, but I didn't see walking the building and all. But in my second dream, I saw, I remember more the way I walked towards it, and there was like crazy details, um, like the board being not okay or something about the building board. I remember clearly, like, oh, this is it. Just like looking at the board, I was like, this is the board I was talking about. This is the place I was talking about. And it was so crazy. I was so stunned even in the dream and even after I got the dream because why does it happen? Like again and again, this place I've never been to. And it's crazy. I can't be like 100% um, confirmational because we see a lot of images these days, so I can't just exclude something. You know, like I've never been here. I can't say that because I've never seen that would be a lie or would be something mm, not so right because so many images, so many videos, so many things. It could just be like a part of a painting, as far I know, right? So yeah, but that feeling of dreaming the same thing over and over again and it carrying it on and knowing that, oh, this is all a dream, this is all happening to me, the same thing which happened in my dream, that was crazy for me. Even though that never happened in my true life, just knowing that maybe the other version of me is living there is so crazy. And it just shows how interconnected things could be. And if there is a parallel universe, I bet I'm living that life where I'm unfolding things from my dreams and visiting the places I've never been before. Those shattered glasses, those hills, and those those steps, that feeling, that room, I can still remember it, but I've never been there. But yeah, the whole thing was crazy, but I didn't know what message it carried because it was too vague for me. And talking about dreams or these visions people have, one of the things that happened to me was when I was sleeping, I was like so sick that day and I was so exhausted. Okay. Uh, I was literally sick and my mom was lying next to me and I was like turning and tossing around because I was not feeling well. Okay, at this point, like she wanted to sleep, she didn't not have the energy, and I also wanted to sleep, and we were sleeping. Okay, and I I just started feeling after a few minutes, just after a few minutes of turning off the light, everything became white. I was not on any medication. I did not take any medications, but I was severely sick. But suddenly, everything, I was closing my eyes, but the whole ceiling looked white. And it felt like I was fighting, or there were a bunch of people fighting something. Okay, it was like a big planet, to be honest. We are standing on this white, everything had this white or little bit of purple shade, purple pink shades, but mostly it's white, like bright white. Imagine your brightness on screen doubled. That's how it felt. Too much light. And we were everyone was fighting that and taking turns. I even had a sword, and I was also forced to fight. Why I'm saying forced to fight? Because my body and mind was so reluctant, right? I was so exhausted, even in my dreams, and I am fighting, and everyone else is fighting. It's like the take, uh, disc would move around, okay, and they would fight like a bunch of five peoples. They would fight and they would have like a leaders and all, and then my turn would come and I should fight. I can feel it. I can feel it. I can't even lift a sword, and I'm so exhausted. Like I know I'm dreaming this, and I want to open my eyes, and then I open my eyes, and I still see it. I practically open my eyes, and I'm able to blink my eyes and still see the fight, the things that are happening, and I was so confused. My brain was literally not working because I was so exhausted, so sick. I just wanted to sleep. Seriously, I just wanted to sleep. I did not want to fight a planet in my dreams, not even in my dreams. So I know I'm blinking and I know I can see the whole thing, and it gets a little bit transparent around the ground, but still it covers all the things. I'm just able to roll my eyes up and down because I'm not able to move. It's not a sleep paralysis, just to be sure. I was just too exhausted. And then I tried my best, like pushed myself to turn around because it was exhausting. And somehow I was able to turn my face the other way to the blank wall, and that is when I realized it is still going on and it's just there, and I'm not dreaming, and my eyes are not closed. It just felt so awful, and things gradually calmed down. It could just be for a minute or two, but the amount of exhaustion I felt was so scary. Even though it looked magical, I was forced to fight over and over again, and was pulled back, but again put in the front to fight. To fight. Nobody cares if you want to win or lose. You have to fight. And I did not care about the war that was happening, and I just wanted to die there because it was so exhausting. I don't know what happened to the war though, but I ended up getting sleep, getting it gradually went off. It went off. Uh, and it wore off, and yeah, I felt I fell asleep.